So if you have complex assets or you think you have a high net worth divorce, there's some ways that we treat your divorce similar to any other divorce, but then there's some differences too. The start of the divorce involves comprehensive financial disclosures. If you're getting divorced where there's complex financials, it can be a little trickier to do these financial disclosures. If you are the spouse, we call you the in-spouse, the spouse that has, you have access to all of your financial accounts. Maybe you're the high earner. During these financial disclosures will be a lot easier for you, right? You already know exactly what you have, and you're most worried about protecting your assets to ensure that you preserve your share and minimizing your financial obligation to your spouse. And we understand that. We understand that also you're worried about, making sure that the tax implications are being considered and that there's a lot more pieces of this puzzle involved. We don't do this alone. If you have a complex portfolio, oftentimes a forensic accountant is involved. We work with a few different forensic accountants depending on what the needs are of your case, to make sure that your assets are properly valued and your community property interests are properly assessed, to determine what your spouse is truly entitled to. Oftentimes we found that we're able to negotiate beneficial settlements for our clients with, complex assets or, high net worth divorces. We can negotiate the settlement either between counsel, we call it cooperative counsel, or, maybe we involve a mediator. Sometimes, it can be difficult to get your spouse to agree to terms, even with the help of your spouse's attorney, even if he or she hires a reasonable attorney. So adding the help of a private mediator and then both attorneys and our clients, what it does is it kind of protects the clients from having to be involved in the chaos of the public court system and kind of protects them from all that. But then it gives us this really nice this platform to reach agreements and negotiate with the assistance of a really capable, experienced family law attorney that wears a mediator hat that has been doing this for decades. So that's one way that I have found that, a case like yours can resolve kind of efficiently and without involving the chaos of the court system. Another way is with a private judge. Private judges serve, sometimes they're retired judges, sometimes they're super experienced family law attorneys. Both of you would have to agree to use the private judge as you're asking for a private professional to adjudicate your case, instead of a public judge. But by doing that, it really gives you that privacy and confidentiality that you might want. You don't want to air your dirty laundry and all your financials in the public, right? You want to do it in private, and a private judge can really help you get there. And also private judges tend to streamline their processes. You don't have to deal with your hearing with the public court being reset out 3 months and then reset out another 3 months. And, our public courts often don't get the funding they need, and they're just really not very efficient or effective. A private judge is one extremely experienced professional that's been doing this forever that, can have these hearings quickly by Zoom or, email around to get all the information they need. They're not bound by the rules of evidence like the public court is, and it helps us kind of streamline your case and get the resolution faster like you need so that you can really move on to your next chapter. So if you have complex assets and you're looking for a firm that knows kind of different ways of approaching this and getting resolutions that are separate and apart from using the public court system, I would strongly recommend that you schedule a free case evaluation with our intake specialist who can then match you with an attorney on our team, so we can do what needs to be done and get all the information we need from you in order to help preserve your assets and help you get to your next chapter.